Okay.
Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. We have with us today two wonderful guests one more time. We've already met Janet Oldenbrook. Did I get your name right, Janet?
Absolutely.
In the last episode. And we have Judy Jacob, who you've known forever, right from episode 1, except for one. Judy's been with us, and Janet has promised herself and me she's going to come as often as she can. She already practices a lot, so I know she loves it, and so does Judy. Today we're going to focus on an ailment-specific sequence for lumbago. Lumbago is low back pain. We're going to go into fairly intense back bends, which means stretching your spinal flexors in the front of your body. But because these are so intense in your back bend, we're going to do a few forward folds. Even though they don't necessarily strengthen your back, it will help ease any pain. So if any of you already have a little bit of back pain, be very careful. Go only as far as your body allows. Lumbago, the word lumbago or lumbago itself is pain in the lower back. And it could be chronic, which means it's been there in the family for a while and it's been there in your body for some time. It could be acute, could be short-term, but it usually affects young people whose frequent activity involves heavy physical lifting, physical effort. Some of the causes of lumbago could be spinal overload, high heels, surprise, surprise, slouching, lack of calcium, which we cannot always avoid, but we can help prevent that, and improper lifting. Remember, in one of our previous episodes, I did mention what you cannot shift with 2 feet. Do not try to lift with one. What you cannot shift with 1 foot. Do not try to lift with 2 hands. Always keep your back straight when you're trying to lift something. If it's a box, lift it diagonally. But I'm not going to go into that. We're going to just help you go into stretches that will help strengthen your back and possibly alleviate any back pain you already have. Some of the symptoms of back pain, lumbago, could be stiff muscles, swelling, radiating pain, numbness, or a tingling sensation. Moving the body in and out of the various folds, the various postures involves strengthening of the spine, stretching of special muscle groups that protect the spine. Back bends help to tighten our spinal extensors and they also strengthen our spinal flexors. Now, extensors are in the back of our body. Extensors are in the back of our body. Flexors are in the front of our body. Now, the flexions and inversions, these kind of flexions and inversions strengthen our back and they keep our spine strong and supple. Before we go into the stretches, though, I might ask Janet, what did you think after the last episode? Did you sleep well when you went home? How did you feel?
Like a baby.
Wonderful.
So good.
Wonderful. Judy, you were not with us here in the last episode, but I want to know, were you looking forward to coming here today? Did you know we were going to be practicing the lumbago series?
No, but I have a tendency to, pay attention to my lumbago, my back, so this is probably a good strengthening exercise for me.
Wonderful. You're just in time.
Just
I'm
in
so
time.
glad you're here with us today. Great. The breath, the ailment-specific breath for lumbago is called shitali, which is, shitali literally means cooling of the tongue. And this time, the last time, we curled our tongue, the tip of our tongue touched the ridge, the upper ridge of the inner ridge of the upper teeth this time, and that's a horizontal cooling. This time it's a vertical cooling. We're going to make a little tube with our tongue. And we're going to inhale. So when I give the instruction, we are all going to demonstrate to you. All you do is make a little tube, a kind of a vertical tube, or whichever way. How do you look at it? Okay, a tube that comes out through your mouth. Just pretend you're smoking a cigar. Make a tube with your tongue first and inhale noisily. Then take your tongue in, close your mouth, close your eyes. Let the air go through your spine. Let it oxygenate all parts of your body. Let it refresh your body and your spine. We could try that one more time. We inhale noisily through the tongue and then close our mouth. Let's do that one more time. This kind of breathing literally makes you feel nice and cool. You can feel the cool air go down your spine, and if you don't sense it yet, you will once you channel. Remember, where the mind goes, energy flows. Once you channel your mind down your spine, you think lumbago, you're thinking of your spine. The air goes down your back. You feel wonderful. Now we exhale through the nostrils, but not forcefully. I mean, you do make like an ujjayi breath. Let's try that one more time. So you're exhaling through, the air is coming out through the nostrils, but you're really using your ujjayi breath through the throat. We learned that in one of the previous episodes. Ujjayi is a loud guttural breath. So you're just exhaling, but in this instance, it's more important to inhale correctly. Now, you're sending fresh oxygen to the sacrum area, which is massaging your lower spine. Let's get into the stretches straight away. Are we ready, girls?
Ready.
Okay, Judy and Janet. These are intense back bends. Remember, for our viewers out there, be very careful. We are going to stay on our mats. I will stagger, I will go back. The first stretch is called Hasta Uttana, raised arms, heels together, toes slightly apart, palms by your side. Your chest is out, chin is up. If you wish, you may close your eyes. Enjoy the experience. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. As you go up, take your palms overhead. Keep inhaling, palms facing each other. Now you may clasp your palms together. And now, with a very slight pelvic twist, go back just a little bit. When you go past midpoint, start exhaling. Hold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. Go straight into Utkata, thunderbolt posture. Bend your knees. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your arms out in front of you. Try to make your knees, let me see if you can watch us. Actually, maybe we'll all, Janet, would you turn? Let's all turn in. Judy, yes, let's all turn to one side so they can see. Let's try and go as deep down as we can. It's a lot of pressure on your knees, but that means you need to control your back muscles, your sphincters, and your butt muscles need to tighten up. Inhale, let's come up. Release. This time we're going to go into a very intense back bend. Again, it's called Tiryangasana. When we finish that back bend, that's reverse inversion. When we finish Tiryangasana, we're going to do a forward fold. So that way you don't feel the intensity too much. And please be careful with your back. If you have a sore back today, you want to be very careful. Keep your feet about 12 inches apart. It makes it easier in the beginning if you keep your feet further apart. When you're ready and you feel more confident, you can bring your feet closer. But right now, let's go apart 12 feet, 12 inches, 12 feet. Now that would be very far. Place your palms on your butt, palms facing in. Place it on your butt. Inhale, fill your lungs with air, raise your head, raise your chin, keep inhaling. And as you go past midpoint, keep exhaling, glide your palms down the back of your thighs, go down as deep as you can, keep exhaling. Bend your knees if you have to, it's perfectly okay. Inhale, keep the connection, hold on to your back. This time we're going to get our feet apart just a little bit and go forward. This is not part of the back bend series, but we want to make sure that our backs are limber enough. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold over. This is just to relieve any tension in the back. Release. come up. We're going to turn to face the camera. Release your arms. Again, remember, every time you do any of these stretches, especially for lumbago, make sure you tighten the lower back muscles, your butt muscles, or actually the sacrum area should feel it when you tighten your butt muscles, and of course your core muscles. We're going to do a posture called Tula Danda, or balancing scales. We literally will look like a balancing scale. So yeah, actually, you know what, Janet, Judy, why don't you come up here and we'll face this way so they can see you in profile. And Janet and I will do it up here. Inhale, bring your arms up. Clasp your palms together to make sure we feel steady. Look at a point in front of you that does not move when you bring your torso down. So you're going to fold over to look like a T. Your upper body comes down, your left leg goes up. Keep exhaling. Bring your left leg up. However you deep you want to go into this posture is fine. Inhale, come up. We'll take the other leg out this time. Exhale, fold from the hip, keep your back straight, keep your arms outstretched, keep exhaling. Inhale, come up. And remember, just look at a point in front of you that does not move, and our posture, exhale, let's bring our arms down. Our posture will get more and more steady as we go. Let's take, thank you, Judy. Janet, would you like to go into the dancer's posture? We're going to go into that. This time we're going to go into the dancer's posture, Natarajasana. This also has a bit of a back bend in itself because you're curving your body back by bringing your leg up. Let's keep our heels together, toes slightly apart. Inhale, bring your arms up first, all the way. Now this time, what you're going to do is take your left hand, hold your left ankle from behind. Now remember, look at a point in front of you that does not move, and then exhale, fold. Just dip your torso forward, bring your knees up, keep exhaling. It's perfectly all right to come out of the posture, just get right back in. Inhale, come up. Release your left leg. Now, shift the weight to your left leg, hold your right ankle with your right hand, lift your left arm up for balance. And as you exhale, you're going to dip your torso forward, bring your knee up. Keep exhaling. Inhale, come up. Release. We do lose our balance once in a while, that's fine. Try to keep your mind focused on one object. Thank you, Janet. We're going to go into a posture that looks like a seated posture, but really is from a standing position. So we're going to let's go down, keep exhaling, go down, place your palms in front of you. Take your left leg back. Bring it down all the way, curl your toes in, but keep your knees off the floor. This is Ashwasantala. Ashwasantala is a little tricky if you're coming into this posture by itself. And when it's part of the sun salutation sequence, it has a different approach. Hold. Now, in this instance, you want to look up so you can give your back a little bit of a tightening exercise. Tighten your back muscles a little bit. Good. Now, very gently, bring your left leg forward, take your right leg back. Tighten your back muscles, hold your chest out. These postures are also good for various ailments, not just the back bend. This is also good for asthma, for example. It opens up your chest, fills your pipes. Now let's bring our knee down to the ground, bring the other knee down. We're going to go into cat position. This is wonderful, wonderful stretch. Curl your toes in, palms flat under your shoulders. Inhale, and as you inhale, you look up, you dip your torso. And exhale, arch your back, uncurl your toes. One more time to redeem ourselves. Curl your toes in. Inhale, exhale. Let's go into camel position. Again, this one is a pretty intense back stretch. Let's come up on our knees. Remember, in the camel position, our aim is to touch our heels. Now, if our hand does not touch our heels today, you may want to curl your toes in. I find that a little difficult. I don't mind if I don't touch my heels. I go to my ankles, but I don't like to curl my toes because it's a lot of pressure on the knees. But it's your choice. But be careful. Just be aware. That's the main thing. Okay, let's all turn this way this time. Let's turn this way. I'm gonna stagger out this way. Now, your feet are flat. Place your palms place your palms on your butt. Inhale, lift your chest out, raise your head, keep inhaling. And just like we did in the other back bend, we're gonna glide our hands down the back of our legs and very gently take your right hand to your right heel, left hand to the left heel. If you don't get there today, go as far as you can, that's fine. Hold, inhale before you bring your head back up. Place your right hand on your butt again, left hand, and then very gently bring your head back. If you feel a little dizzy after this stretch, after this bend, you might want to just stay still for a few seconds, or if you want, you can go in a forward fold. This is pretty intense. There's another intense back bend, but that's okay. Just go down so you release any dizziness and you don't feel it too much. Okay, we have one more back bend, which is pretty intense. So let's stay on our knees. Let's sit on our heels. This time we're going to sit flat. Actually, you know what? It works better if we have people demonstrating so they can see you in profile. Judy, why don't you come forward? We'll take turns and demonstrate because I don't want people to forget how we're doing this posture. Okay. We're sitting on our heels. We're going to place our elbows on the ground behind us and tilt our head back as much as we can. Inhale. Once you go past midpoint, start exhaling. Place your elbows down. Keep your knees together if you can. If you need to, today, you can you can get your knees apart just a little bit. I prefer to keep my knees together. You should feel a wonderful quadricep stretch, but also make sure you tighten your back muscles, your lower back, your butt, gluteal, whatever you want to call it. Inhale, let's come up. Now this one is not too intense on your back, so we don't need to do a forward fold. Let's go straight into kapot or pigeon. Keep our right knee where it is. Extend. Judy, why don't you just stay where you are? Extend your left leg all the way out. And the way you can get back bends or strengthen your back in these postures is to make sure you lift your chest up. So dip your hip. Make sure your hip is down on the floor if you can. That's good. If you want to use this too, Judy, so you make the connection, why don't you sit on it? I hope it's not too painful. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You're okay? All right. Sure. Look up. Let's switch legs. Bring the left leg forward. After the seated ones, the prone postures, Janet, you may want to come in front. I think it works better when we have someone demonstrating. Extend your right leg all the way out. Bring your left heel as forward as you can. Inhale, come up. Fill your lungs with air. Tighten your back muscles and hold. Feel your back strengthening. Release the posture. You're going to go straight into Navasana. Nav is boat.
Shall I return?
Oh, yes. Bring your legs forward. Extend them out in front. No, one more.
Okay.
Because in profile they can see better. Extend your legs out in front of you. Remember, when you go up, you inhale. Inhale up, exhale down. So we're going to bring our legs up. We're going to keep our arms extended. So inhale, bring your legs up. Use your back muscles, your stomach muscles, whatever you need to do to get your legs up. Hold, release, exhale. I used to have a teacher who would count as we came down. God, I called her names, but we're not going to do that today. We're just demonstrating all the various postures that help strengthen our back. Thank you, Judy. Janet is going to demonstrate the prone postures with us. So let's get in prone position. Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashtanga Namaskara is wonderful, wonderful to strengthen your back because you have to use your back muscles to raise your butt off the ground. Curl your toes in. Keep your chin on the ground. Inhale, raise your butt, which means you need to glide your knees closer to your chest. Keep gliding, lift your butt. Hold. Exhale, release, and slowly just glide right out into Cobra. Very nice. Now this is a wonderful back strengthener. Keep your feet flat. Thank you, Janet. Hold. Very nice. Exhale, come down. We're going to go into a locust position. So remember, you need to make a fist Put your thumb inside into your palm, close the other 4 fingers over the thumb, and tuck your fist into, make a fist with your hands, tuck your fist into the pelvic area so your pelvic bones don't chafe on the ground. You don't want to hurt yourself, and that also gives you a little bit of an extra raise. Keep your chin on the ground. Remember, in prone positions, the only time you have your forehead on the ground is the cobra position. All other prone positions, keep your chin on the ground. You inhale and lift your knees off the ground. Keep your chin down. Inhale and lift. Good. Try not to flex your feet. Those of you at home, exhale and release. Just keep your feet relaxed. And we're going to go straight into Nava. So Nava is boat. This is a different kind of boat. The first one we did from a seated position is a full boat. That's Paripurnava. This is just a boat, or a canoe if you like. Extend your arms out in front of you. Legs extended. Inhale. Bring your whole body up to look like an inverted U. Oh, no, like a U. This means you'll have to use your low back muscles. Keep them nice and tight. Hold. Remember to breathe. Exhale and release. Bend your knees. Hold your left ankle. We're going to go into archer's bow. Left ankle with your left hand. Right ankle with your right hand. This time we're going to go into a wonderful archer's bow posture. Inhale. Bring your knees and your chin and your torso off the ground. Keep inhaling. Very nice. Feel the back strengthening. Exhale and release. The next one is more of an excuse for us to take a break. So we're going to go into Mandukasana. Manduk is frog. So let's come up on our knees with our elbows on the ground. Toes curled in. At the same time, we don't want to relax too much. It is relaxing, but here's what you want to do. Raise your butt off the ground a little higher than before and tighten your pelvic sphincters, your anal sphincters. Tighten all your core muscles. Hold. Remember, hold the posture, not the breath. We're going to go straight into Dandasana. Danda is plank. Okay, don't you girls sleep on me now. Place your palms on the ground, your knees come off the ground, toes curled in. And folks, typically men seem to have more arm strength, as we mentioned before, but hey, guys out there, we would like to do this with you. We'd like to stay with you. Bend your elbows just a little bit. Don't put too much pressure on the elbows. Hold. Bring your knees down as you come out of this posture. You might have, thank you, Janet. You might have felt, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful way of releasing all that stress. You might have felt that when you went into most of these postures, especially Dandasana, did you feel a kind of an intensity in the back? You had to use your low back muscles to hold you in that position, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You do. So there's no big trick to it. Yoga is a lot of common sense. So you just have to apply that every now and then. We know you all have a lot of that. Let's turn on our back. We're going to go into Matsya. Matsya is fish. And this time again, we'll use our back muscles. Inhale and lift our chest off the ground. But before you do that, place your palms flat under your butt, palms facing the ground. Keep your toes, your feet relaxed. Don't flex them. I mean, you can flex them, but don't be too stiff. Inhale, raise your chest off the ground. Tilt your head back. Now tighten your back muscles. Hold your butt and your gluteals and your low back nice and firm. Make sure your head touches the ground. Good. You don't want pressure on your knees. Exhale and release. We're still supine. Let's refer to the chart for the last one. Oh, that's wonderful. Last one is the bridge posture. We did pretty well in this sequence. Keep your heels, get your heels as close. Actually, maybe, you know what? Let me go on that so they can see. We have only one posture left, so we're okay. I want people to see how they can get into the bridge posture. Keep your heels as close to your butt. Get them as close to your butt as you can. Now, inhale, bring your hips off the floor and hold your buttocks with your hands. Your elbow rests on the ground. Use your arms and legs whenever you need to support yourself. That's what they're there for. You don't want them You don't want to just release your arms and leave them down. Hold and breathe. This is also good for asthma because it opens up your chest, but it also forces us to tighten our back muscles. Exhale and release. How are we doing for time? I think we did great. Do we have any time left? Okay, my girls are going to go sleep on me, so we're not going to do that. Would you like to help our viewers understand how it feels today after this? Do you feel any stronger?
I do. At first it's a stretching, and the stretching becomes strengthening after a while.
Good.
But it's very good, and I feel that it's going to get stronger. With the stretching, that's the first step, and then the strength comes.
Yeah, you feel like you have 48 hours in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I feel much more centered in my low back, more, we keep saying stronger.
Stronger focus.
I feel stronger and just more relaxed at the same time.
I think we all feel very empowered. We feel we're ready to take on the world. So before we go out there and do that, remember, if you want a copy of Yoga Secrets, please email me or visit my website, www.yogaxpress.com, and it has a link to my email. Send me a message and say, hey, I want a free copy of Yoga Secrets. If you want to join us, mnn.org is the site to go, or just call us at MNN, Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Thank you very much for watching us. This is Judy Jacob, Janet Oldenbrook, and I'm Banu Suresh, signing off. Thank you for being with us. We are going to go into our favorite postures from this series, so feel free to join us. Let me see which is my favorite. I'm going to go into one of the standing. I had too much of seated postures. I like this one. I think I will go to sleep now. Ganges. We're done. How are we doing? I thought we were done. You want us
We
to
are
go-
done.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you want us to keep going. You love us so much, don't
I was
you?
waiting for you last time because you went like 2 minutes over.
I
last
know, I
time, so.
did. I wish I could just transfer those 2 minutes to this one.
So now it's 2:41. I'll put in another tape. Take a breath and relax.
Yes, thank you.
Wow, very good.
We did well. I think we was I was also getting, even last time, remember the first episode went a little over, and then I sort of got